Today we are going to exchange or recalling about based on function the sentence categorized into how many parts or how many kinds. I hope by end of my session you'll get a good clarity. Based on the function, the sentence communicate into four. Number one, declarative. Number two, interrogative. Number three, imperative. Number four, exclamative. These are four classifications are there in the sentence based on its function. If we see about each one, the first one is declarative sentence or assertive or statements. It has different names. What is a declarative sentence? And a declarative sentence tells us something. The declarative sentence purpose is to provide information. It gives answer and it can be a positive or a negative. Declarative sentence ends with full stop. These are the basic rules we follow while we writing a declarative sentences or statements or assertive sentences. If you take examples, she joined in the grammar class. Here, and if you go through the four things, she joined. What she did? She joined. Somebody asked her, did you join in the grammar class? And she answered like this, yes, I joined in the grammar class which took place yesterday. And the first sentence is giving information. It can be positive or negative. What kind of sentence it is? It is a positive sentence. I started with the capital letter and the sentence ends with the full stop. So I followed the four rules while I'm constructing the declarative sentence in the first example. If you follow the four remaining three examples, he is not the member in 𝐓𝐄𝐀𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐍𝐆. Here I start the sentence with a capital letter and ends the sentence with a full stop, and also it is a negative statement. And here also it is providing the information. If I see any new member in my class today, usually I may ask, are you a member on 𝐓𝐄𝐀𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐍𝐆? If he is not, he may answer, no sir, I am not the member in 𝐓𝐄𝐀𝐂. I newly joined in today's class. It's my first class. It's my first appearance. So I have followed the four fundamental rules here. This third example also. Yesterday's session was cancelled. Actually, when usually 𝐓𝐄𝐀 conducts the grammar session every Thursday. Today is a Friday, but we would postpone yesterday's session to today. So yesterday's session was cancelled. In this instance also I followed four rules. And the last example, my car doesn't work, I followed here also four rules while I'm constructing declarative sentence. So if you want to get a good clarity and we want to do good exercise while we adding more and more examples in our practice. Some examples we should take a positives, some examples we use a negatives, and then definitely get a good idea in that case. And the second category among four, interrogative sentence. So it has one more name, those are quationaries. And here also we should follow four fundamental rules. Declarative sentence tells us something, but it is quite opposite. It asks us something. The interrogative sentence asks us something, and its purpose is to get the information. See, if I ask anything, if I don't know somebody else's name, if I met first time, and definitely I ask, what's your name? Where are you from? So whenever the opponent receives these kind of questions from my end, automatically I may get the appropriate information from that particular person. And it can be like a declarative sentence, be a negative or a positive, and interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. These are the four fundamental rules we should follow while we framing the interrogative sentences. Here also I have taken 5 examples by following those four rules. Where do you live? And I ask something to someone. Its purpose is get the information. By asking the first question to someone, I can get the information where he or she lives. It is a positive question, and I also ended this question with a question mark. I followed four rules. And the second example, haven't you finished your homework yet? If he hasn't or if she hasn't finished, if they haven't finished their homework, they may answer, we haven't, or she hasn't. Yes, I have. So I followed the four. Here also we know the questions also two types, WH word questions and yes or no type questions, but I am not going deep into it. And the third example, how do you practice English? What SGF stands for? Can anyone answer?
sharEvery Global Partners.
sharEvery Global Foundation.
sharEvery Foundation.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the fifth one, are you going out now? If he is ready to go out, yes, he can. Yes, I am. If he is not ready, no, I am not. So here I have taken positive questions, negative questions, WH word questions, yes or no type questions by following four rules and never ignore any kind of rule among four. The third category in the sentence based on its function, imperative sentence. It's a very simple definition I'm giving you today. Declarative sentence tells us something. Interrogative sentence asks us something. Imperative sentence pushes us to do something. Our imperative sentence purpose is to give command, request, suggestion or advice. To make us or to request or to command us, to suggest us, to advise us to do something, to follow something. That is the purpose of imperative sentence. It doesn't contain subject, it implies. This is the fundamental one. And this imperative sentence also ends with the full stop. If you follow these instances, keep left. And it's a command. While I'm riding my bike, the traffic police stopped me and he told me, and there is a diversion, so you please keep left or take left. I may take either a command or a request. Traffic police asking me to follow something by giving the command or by making a request or by giving advice. Let us pray together. It's advice or suggestion or request. I made request and wait here, and we can treat this as a command or request. Here there is a request, please excuse me. So there is a crowd, I have an urgent work, I want to go inside and I may make a request like this. May I go in? Will you allow me to go in? Yes. The commands or requests or suggestions or advices asks us to do something. And these are the four fundamental rules while we framing the imperative sentences according to based on the function of the sentence among four. The last one is exclamative sentence. What is the purpose of exclamative sentence? It makes us to feel something. Exclamative sentence purpose is to allow us to involve in something. All sudden feelings, strong emotions, joy, pleasure, anger, sadness or surprise, etc. Exclamative sentence also ends with exclamation mark, and every sentence begins with a capital letter. If you go through these instances, that's incredible job. I'm so happy. See, automatically my face also involves in that happiness. If we are in overjoy, if I got first or distinction percentage in an exam, and how I feel. If I meet a pretty girl or a kid, I may use the sentence or exclamation sentence like this. How beautiful she is. our body language also should be different while we using these 4 different sentences. A loss, he passed away. Just I got the information, my neighbor, one of my family members passed away. Automatically I may exclaimed in this way, a loss. It's really made me feel bad, and my deep condolences to that particular family and the person. What a session it was. See, last week we gathered in the session along with, I think, 𝐓𝐄𝐀𝐂𝐇 Singh. It was a fantastic class, and I expressed my happiness in this way. What a session it was last Sunday I experienced. It was really a fantabulous session, very experienced or helpful session I joined in last Sunday. Oh my God, this exclamation sentence from Yuri, many times if I give any information, if she doesn't understand my question, she uses this many times. Oh my God, Rambabu, I can't understand. Please repeat again. Yes, these are 4 different categories based on function. We can categorize or classify in the sentences. My short presentation has ended up.